Now that seems to be everything inside the box. I really like it. Really secured, high quality unboxing. Cable looks really high quality and durable, as you can see. It does go like this. Hear it. It will definitely look good in your setups, as you can see. And it also came with a very unique keycap switch puller, and you can even clean your keyboard with this brush over here. Wow. The keycaps and switches that came are also really high quality. They sound really good. As you heard, they are magnetic switches, and they are a collaboration with Gateron. Now these 5 extra switches that came are the Gateron magnetic jade switches, but the keyboard actually comes with the Star Trail magnetic switch over here. As you can see, they also sound really nice. Here are the specs if you're curious. Okay, now let's go ahead and proceed to the keyboard. As soon as I picked it up, I could already tell that it's gonna be a good quality keyboard. Really amazing weight. It is made out of aluminum. It has a aluminum case and plate, so it's gonna sound really good, and it's also gonna be very durable. They do have the EZ60 and the EZ63. I do have the 63 version over here, which has the arrow keys, and for me personally, I really like the look of the keyboard, the keycaps, the back, and even the sides over here. They do have very unique stands, as you can see. These are like the stands. There are also some anti-slip pads over here, and you can actually kind of see the foam and stuffs inside, so they did put a lot of effort in making this keyboard sound good. So why don't we listen to it? Now, other than the keyboard sounding really good, it's also gonna perform really amazing with that 8000 Hz polling rate and an adjustable actuation of 0.1 all the way to 4 millimeters. So without further ado, let's go ahead and plug this keyboard in and actually test out the performance, and let's see the RGB as well. Look at that. Glowing. So I have the software over here, English, and we can go ahead and connect device. Oh, it's a web-based software, so we do not need to download it. Let's freaking go. So we can go ahead and change the key map over here. You can do a lot of layers. Really nice. Now let's go ahead and proceed to performance. They recently released a new firmware, and the clips that I was showing kinda had the old software firmware. So let's just go ahead and skip to the latest firmware, and here is my settings that I found that I really like. So I set the WASD over here and the space bar. You can go ahead and do the fixed height mode, which is like a normal mechanical keyboard. You can also go ahead and use the recommended settings, or you can also go ahead and set them to rapid trigger mode. Now for my WASD and spacebar, I have the pre-actuation protection distance on 0.1 millimeters, and then my press actuation distance and release reset distance are both on 0.05 millimeters, very low and instant. And now for my bottom out protection, I do have them on 0.1 millimeters, but you can also go ahead and set them to 0 millimeters, though I do not recommend that because you might accidentally let go some keys and your keyboard might start acting too sensitive. So yeah, I do have them on 0.1 over here. And then you can go ahead and click this. I think it's Chinese, but yeah, this will save it, I'm pretty sure, as you can see downloading. And then yeah, now for my 4 and 5, and also for my shift key over here, because I use this to walk and these two to plant the bomb in Valorant, I do have them on fixed height mode because I do not want to accidentally let them go with rapid trigger on. So I do have them here on fixed height mode on 0.1 millimeters still, because I do want them to actuate very instantly. So yeah. And then for the rest over here, I also have my Windows key on fixed height mode on 3.3 millimeters. You can also set them to 4 millimeters to really avoid accidentally clicking it. For the rest of the keys, I do have them on 0.5 millimeters pre-actuation protection distance, and then I do have press actuation release reset distance on 0.05 millimeters both. Still the bottom out protection on 0.1 millimeters. Now for the lighting, they do have a lot over here. You can go ahead and scroll down. I really prefer those lighting modes that are reactive, so whenever you click, it kind of lights up that specific position. My favorite so far is the solid reactive multi-wide over here. I really like the white color. It's pretty chill over here. It actually has kind of a blue accent. I don't know why, but yeah, I still like it though. It's kind of cut over here, so I can't really read it fully, but it's very interesting. They're partnered with Loud Toys, I'm guessing. But yeah, and then over here you can go ahead and test your keyboard if all of your keys are working. As you can see, WASD, everything is working. And you can also have a time over here. Really amazing web-based software. The way you update their firmware is also kind of unique, I'd say, because you can go ahead and enter update mode over here, and you can read this over here and confirm. Once you confirm it, you can go ahead and access the keyboard like a USB. As you can see over here, you will have this IQUNIX DFUE. I don't know, the name might be different for you, I don't know, but you can go ahead and drag the latest firmware over here inside the keyboard, and then when that happens, the keyboard will automatically lead you back to the software and close this, and then you won't be able to access the keyboard's firmware anymore or the data inside. But yeah, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and play with the keyboard and test it out in game.
Video that one. One more set. Ooh,
you see that? You see that? You know me. You don't know
I
me.
know you like that, though. I know you like that, though.
Okay, let's just go.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's see what's you.
That's a true, right? Let's silence.
Hide. No.
Reside, I think.
Very slow.
Ooh, he's dead.
Alright.
One enemy remains.
Look at my angle. Backside.
Breaking down.
Oh, that guy.
One enemy remains.
Where this guy? Hey. So after playing with the IQUNIX EZ63 over here, so far for gaming, I've been loving it. It's really responsive. You can really feel the rapid trigger and the 0.1mm actuation point. Really fast keyboard. It definitely hasn't been holding me back when I was gaming, when I was playing Valorant, as you saw from the clips. I really like it, and I do recommend it for gaming. But I do have some problems. It's not really a big problem, but a little bit of an issue when it comes to typing. Mostly the space bar. If you have it on 0.1mm, the double clicking, it does happen, and it does get annoying, especially when you're typing. It's not really a big deal for me, at least, because even if my space bar double clicks on Valorant, it doesn't really affect it much. But yeah, it does double click on 0.1mm sometimes, especially if you really press it hard. But if you do press it gently, no worries about that. And if you do set the spacebar's pre-actuation distance to at least 0.5mm, it greatly reduces the double clicking. It should be easy to fix though. It should be like a few firmware updates and they should be able to fix it. So far with the current firmware, it is still double clicking for me. I don't know if it's just my unit, but yeah, that's my only issue. So yeah, if you're gonna be typing with this thing, I do recommend having a separate profile that doesn't have 0.1mm pre-actuation distance. The double clicking doesn't always happen though, it just happens sometimes, and especially if you really are gentle with the keyboard, it rarely ever happens. I have no problems with the sound. For me personally, I do like how it sounds like. The keyboard overall felt really good and high quality when I was gaming. It's been working amazingly. Now, a little disclaimer, this keyboard is sent to me by IQUNIX, but that won't change my review. I will be telling you guys my honest opinion and review of this keyboard. That'll be it for my review of the IQUNIX EZ63. I'll go ahead and put the keyboard first link in the description. You can also go ahead and use my code MIGSS to support the channel if you're planning to buy anything from the IQUNIX store. Don't forget to stay grateful, guys. Remember that Jesus loves you. Bye bye.